Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Twin Brothers from Different Mothers, coming to you live from the Go Live Vegas Studios in the heart of Las Vegas.
You auditioning for one of those. I speak about 30 miles an hour.
Do you remember that guy?
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a number of them now.
I know.
He had kids, and they all grew up, and they all do the same thing.
Talk fast? Is that
What?
double talking?
That's triple talking. He had triplets.
Oh, yeah, triplets. That sucked. Anyway, welcome to Twin Brothers from Different Mothers. I'm Aaron Phillips. That is Neil Portnoy. I love a live studio. 702-329-6947 is our phone number. If you're outside the United States, Healy, we haven't heard from you from Denmark in a while. 1-855-502-4321. Press the number 1 in either case. Come right into the studio. And if you are so inclined, send us a live tweet, by all means, using hashtag Twin Brothers Vegas. That'll get you in. We'll put it up on the screen. We'll try to answer your question. If not, we'll love you anyway for sending a tweet. We got a great show today. We have a lot to do today. It's been a very busy day. But you have something that you got to do first before we get into the show.
I do. I have a very good friend that I have breakfast with every Saturday. Kenny Stern, his daughter, Sammy. Congratulations to Sammy. Straight A student.
Nice.
And you have all your privileges back now for your phone and Wi-Fi and everything else.
High school graduation?
No, she's a little one. She's
a little one. Oh, that's
yeah,
okay.
she's like, I don't know, I'll probably get this wrong, 11.
Well, that's not
I know
little.
you are, but what am I?
But, that's right. That's what they do. 11's not little. I mean, that's sixth grade.
It's not.
It's not 4. When you say little, you remember I work in an elementary school. So when you say little, I'm thinking like 4 or 5-year-olds.
A little bigger than what you work with.
Little.
Is that better?
So that would be middle school.
Yeah, she's in middle school.
Well, why didn't you just say that when I asked you the question?
I wasn't thinking.
Hey, Mala's in the chat room. Hello, Ron Garrett. Lala? All right. Lala Markham is in there. Thank you. Lisa, of course, we love you. Ron Garrett. Lori's in there. Everybody. And now, of course, where Lisa is, we know Mark's probably not too far behind. Now, before we get started, I got to welcome a couple of new sponsors that we have. Of course, I put it on Facebook.
I saw it. I read it. Yeah.
We want to welcome 2 new sponsors to the fold. Premier Martial Arts, located right down the store row by Lisa Hand and Stone. Lisa's on one end. Premier Martial Arts and Bonnie, they're on the other end of that shopping strip store.
Perfect. They can go visit both of our sponsors.
Yeah, they can go get chopped up in a martial arts
and then
class.
Go get a massage.
Go get a massage, exactly. Yeah. And then, if none of that works, Dr. Hans Konsner, chiropractor, Summerlin chiropractor up at Spinal Care of Nevada. He joins us today as a guest, which, by the way, he not as a sponsor, he'll be our guest next week.
So, interesting guy. We both have met him.
Absolutely. Yep. Yes. And so we want to welcome you guys to the fold. Of course, Sugar Shack and, of course, Hand and Stone. We love you all for sponsoring us and being part of the show. So please, everybody, go out and support our sponsors. We would appreciate it. Okay. Hi, Krista. Krista's watching. Premier. Okay, very good. Bonnie, I hope you're watching. All right. So how was your week?
Hot.
Yeah, very hot.
Very hot. I mean, somebody said to me when we first moved here 5 years ago.
Are you loud? You're in my headset. You're like 9,000 decibels right now. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Aaron, he just fixed it.
You're
fixed.
I'm
no longer inside your head.
Snip. You're
right.
fixed.
When it gets above 106,
yes,
it starts to get a little unbearable.
Tell me the temperature of your pool.
I don't know. I haven't been in it. Dorothy goes in every day, but I think it's like 85, 90.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
I need temperatures that are walk-inable.
I do too.
I don't like when they're cold.
It's the only place I can really float at my weight. I go in and I just feel really light.
Do you use like a noodle or float while you're in there, or you just do the back float?
No, we have a couple floats.
Do you? Yeah. Well, it's good for the knees, especially
Dorothy
your knees.
fell asleep in hers the other day.
No.
She fell asleep.
Did she get burned?
No.
No?
No, I went outside and woke her up.
Okay. Hey, speaking of waking up, okay. We got some news. Now, I didn't talk about this last week because we didn't have any to report. But this week,
somebody won something.
We had a big winner this week over Memorial Day weekend.
Where?
Lucky Harris.
Where's Lucky? Oh, at Harris.
Yeah.
How much they win?
Let's see. $1.3 million. 3-card poker. Royal Flush of Hearts.
I was down Westgate last night for a brief period.
Mm-hmm.
I threw $20 in the machine.
Mm-hmm.
3 minutes later,
it had the money.
I had nothing.
You had nothing.
Fascinating.
Well, just give it to Dorothy. It'll last the same amount of time.
She put 20 in and she won $70.
Oh, so as a family, you're up
we
30, but you ain't seen anything.
Then we went out to dinner.
With the 30, and it was gone.
No, I paid.
Oh, so it's a win-win for Dorothy.
She won the money.
She won the money.
I ended up paying.
Of course. Ron Garrett, good to see you in there. Nikki, good to see you in there. A lot of, by the way, exciting news with Ron Garrett and Lou Gazzara.
What did I miss?
I'll just leave it out. You didn't miss anything. I'm just letting it out there. That's what we call the tease in the business.
The future of Las Vegas, Lou Gazzara?
Yeah. Well, the future's coming to a broadcast network near you real soon.
Near me?
Holy hole in a donut!
Or here?
Shall I repeat my phrase?
You'll tell me later.
The show is Lou is coming to a broadcast studio in Las Vegas near you. If it was any close to you right now, it'll bite you in the ass. See what I got to work with.
A surprise for me.
I need to put an ad in Indeed or something. It's crazy. Anyway, hey, Station Casinos, did you hear this exciting news? If I say to you, what do you think of?
About 30 years ago.
Who said that? Who said that?
About
30 years ago?
30 years ago. Yeah.
I'm sorry to
I
hear
remember
that.
hearing both those words.
In the same sentence? Or
No,
a week
no.
apart?
Hey, man, got a big box
They
of
were
corn
different
for you.
weeks.
Different weeks.
Yeah.
Station Casinos is going to celebrate 45 years in Las Vegas with a fireworks show over the July 4th weekend. So
Finally, we're going to see 4th of July again in Vegas.
Yes. For the 45, but Station Casinos, 45 years in town.
Have you been to any of the casinos lately, like
Not
this
at all.
week?
Nope.
They are packed.
Yeah. Well, they were packed last weekend. Did you see the traffic going out of town by car last week on Monday, Memorial Day Monday?
Yes, guy was jumping off the bridge at
That was
Tropicana.
yesterday.
There was no traffic. I mean, if you wanted to go, that was the perfect time to
No,
do
but I'm talking Monday. Monday to get out of town.
21-mile backup.
3 hours.
26 miles.
Took 3 hours to get from Russell and 215 to Prim.
Well,
Unless you drive on the shoulder until the
Rose
cops
and
stop
Norm
you.
were going back to California.
Yeah.
And they got into that, and they turned around and stayed with Lisa and Mark.
What did he say? About an hour and went some crazy short distance, but when they turned around, it took them 12 minutes to get.
What do you do if you have an electric car?
Nothing.
I mean,
You're burning power.
yeah,
with
but
the air
you
on
can't
your
charge
still.
it anywhere.
That's why I have a self-charging. My wife would be stuck because she's a plug-in. I'm self-charging.
Your wife is a plug-in.
Well,
wonderful.
Listen, after 32 years, everything's automatic nowadays. What's that? Exactly. I just keep, never mind. Anyway, okay. So let's talk about what's going to say. The fireworks. Palace Station, Thursday, July 1st at 9 p.m. Celebration will continue through the weekend with fireworks show on Sunday the 4th.
On July 1st?
Yeah, it's a weekend. Remember I said weekend? July 4th.
So it's like these women's birthdays that celebrate all month. You don't have you have a birthday month, not a day.
Send your comments to Neil at Twin Brother. Okay. Fireworks show on Sunday, July 4th at 9 p.m. at the Red Rock and Green Valley Ranch. The show is, of course, presented by the famous Grucci brothers, Grucci family.
Grucci?
Grucci.
Who are they?
Grucci Goo. The company out of New York, the big fireworks company.
I didn't know that.
That's because you're from Boston. You wouldn't
Yeah,
know
but we
anything
were
about New York.
on the Esplanade, the half shell on the Charles River with
The
Arthur
Esplanade?
Feeder and Keith Lockhart.
Okay.
Not a better place to watch the 4th of July than the half shell in Boston.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. Never
Yeah.
been there.
Yeah.
Las Vegas Ballpark is going to host their first concert on the field in June.
Who's performing?
God.
I cut to the chase.
I know you do. You don't
Right
give
to the
me
chase.
any time to build up. The concert
no
will
build up.
feature headliner British rock royalty led by frontman Brody Dalyanuk. What is it? They don't even know. They have to get a consensus. That's our guest, by the way.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
I'm telling you.
What
Well,
was
there's a
that?
few extra vowels in the word. How's
Yeah.
it pronounced? So how do you pronounce it? Daliniak.
Deliniak, yeah, he's performing.
Okay. The band is best known for its cover songs for The Who, Pink Floyd, David Bowie, yada, yada, yada. Special guest, Femmes of Rock, a female electric rock string group, will kick off the show at 7 p.m. with British rock royalty at 8 p.m. Tickets are $19.95 per person. Go to aviatorslv.com or the lvballpark.com/events.
That's got to be a great place to watch an outdoor concert. Because no matter where you sit in that stadium, you have a great view.
The only time I'd want to sit and watch a concert would be in that pool there. That's what I would.
Oh, out in the
Speaking of
outfield,
concerts,
center field.
Yeah, right. No, well, it's right center.
Right center, yeah.
Speaking of concerts, if you want to see a concert in Florida coming up, you can buy tickets for $18.
Bronx Wanderers?
No, it's not the Bronx Wanderers. If you want to see the punk bands Teenage Bottle Rocket, Make War, and Rudderkin in St. Petersburg, Florida on June 26th.
Are we getting that old? Because I don't know any of them.
No, I don't know them at all. That's why I don't watch the Grammys anymore. Because I just don't know the groups.
I don't know the. Yeah, I don't know.
It's not like
yeah.
ABBA or Styx or any of those, or Kiss. None of those guys.
Well, even like last night.
Unless our guests get on there. If our guests get on there, then I'm all tuned
we're
in.
watching. But I was down Tuscany last night, and it was a very young crowd down there last night.
Right.
And all of the guest singers were singing songs. I had no clue what they were, and every one of the performers in the audience was singing every word along with them.
Well, that's their job.
It's all a bunch of tree-hugging hippie crap.
Yeah.
702-329-69. So anyway, so if you want to go see the show on the 26th, you can get tickets for $18.
If what? You're vaccinated.
And you have to show proof of
And if
vaccination.
you're not, I bet it's about $1,000.
$9.99.
I was close.
Now, you want to guess as to how many $9.99 tickets they
Zero.
sold? Zero. Okay? So
I'm on a roll.
I mean, it's a
Keep going.
motivation. I mean, it's a motivation tool. Did you see you bought a house in Henderson this past week?
I did. Hang on a second. Kiss.
Well,
Gene
not
Simmons.
I was going to say, not the whole group.
No,
Just Gene
well,
Simmons.
The whole group will show up because it's like a $13 million house or something.
But
8
he
point
sold.
something.
You want to know how much he sold a house in California to get out of California?
$30 million.
No, not even close. 8.2.
$8.2 million.
And he wanted to get out. That's how bad he wanted to get out. And somebody said, I was in here on Tuesday, somebody said they've already spotted him in Henderson in one of the grocery stores or
Well, I
something.
heard if he sticks out his tongue in his new house in Henderson, he can reach California.
Where are the crickets when you need them? Yeah.
Yeah, he moved to Henderson, yeah.
There you go. By the way, did you know when I was in 9th and 10th grade, I dressed up as Ace Frehley from Kiss?
Really?
Boots, makeup, the whole thing.
Were they Linda Moore boots?
They were not, because
They
I didn't know
should
Linda.
have been.
But they're, well, you know what? They were 6-inch wood.
LindaMooreBoots.com. What?
But I didn't know Linda then. I was in 9th grade.
Oh, you
I
should
was
have.
15.
You should have. You should have. Never mind.
Yeah, don't even go there. Don't even go there. My
Won't go
goodness
there.
gracious.
Won't go there.
It didn't take long to go off the rails. Hey, by the way, Guns N' Roses is coming back to Las Vegas August 27th. You know what their name of their tour is called?
Bullets and Arrows Tour. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. What's their tour called?
The tour is called We're Effing Back. Just thought I'd share that with you. Yeah, it'd be a lot-
EFIN?
F apostrophe N.
Oh, you said we're effing back. EFIN. We're effing back. Yeah.
Look for a post on Indeed for a new co-host we'll be looking for at Twin Brothers next week. Anyway, the show is scheduled August 27th here in Vegas. Although there's a little conflicting information on their website, although the venue's been confirmed, which I'm trying to quickly find here, unfortunately, on the website it says venues to be announced. So, but they're coming back here August 27th if you're on the East Coast. Hershey Park Stadium in Hershey, Pennsylvania on the 31st of July.
Hey, I know you don't have this in your notes, but all the new hacking that's going on,
Yes.
I can't get a good ribeye anymore for a good price.
I know, because
'Cause all the
one of the
meat
biggest
prices
meat
went
pla-
crazy,
Yeah,
yeah.
I saw that. I saw that. Conventions and shows are coming back. NAB, the National Association of Broadcasters.
The one that you love.
The one that I love going to. We'll be back in October here in Las Vegas. Very happy about it. I love going to that
Do
one.
our viewers and listeners know that you are in the Entertainers Hall of Fame class of 2019? Aaron
No,
Phillips.
you're wrong. It's the 18, not 19. 18.
Yeah, but it's like birthdays. They carry it over a whole year.
I didn't celebrate a year. But yes, I am. 2018 was my Hall of Fame year.
Yeah, Hall of Fame, yeah. Okay.
That and $5 still gets me coffee at Starbucks. But anyway,
$7.50.
Great. Okay, so if you're into the National Association of Broadcasters, they're here for a couple of days. Great speakers. If you're looking for tech, if you want to go to workshops, all that sort of stuff, I'm sure our producer would probably love to go because that's right up his alley.
Hey, when you're done listening to Twin Brothers from Different Mothers, I believe it's at 5 o'clock, Ron Garrett show.
Yes.
I'm not familiar with the call letters, but Vegas Rocks Radio, is that what he's called? I'm hoping that's what it is.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Tune in to Ron Garrett, our
Yeah,
friend.
Ron Garrett, 5 p.m. Go onto his Facebook page. That's the best place because
Yeah.
he streams on Facebook from a show as well. I didn't see a post this week. I've been busy as to who his guests are.
Rose and Lou. And
Right, because Rose has a show coming up on July 16th.
Correct.
So I'm sure. Okay, now speaking of shows, and we don't normally do this, but because Han and Stone is involved with this, I thought I would share because
Okay.
I'm that kind of guy.
What's the show?
Tribute to the Carpenters.
Oh.
Sally and Ed.
Yeah, because
Wednesday, June 9th.
Mark is singing. He's opening the show, I believe,
That's
correct?
correct.
Mark
Yes.
Maynard?
This is Wednesday, June 9th. This upcoming Wednesday, 7 p.m. at Stoney's in Town Square, 6611 Las Vegas Boulevard, Las Vegas Rocks Radio Show. Thank you, Ron. We knew you'd be there. 6611 Las Vegas Boulevard down in Town Center. Here's the cool thing. Mark Maynard is there, and then he's going to open. Of course, we love Mark.
Do they sell Linda Moore boots at Rockin' Country? Because that's perfect. I just threw that in. Go ahead. Continue.
Really? Okay, if you bought for every ticket purchase for this show,
Yep.
guess what you get in return?
A massage.
From Hand and Stone, courtesy of Hand and Stone. You buy a ticket, you get a free massage at Hand and Stone, located right down the strip mall from Premier Martial Arts.
Perfect.
So let's see, real quickly, get tickets. I don't see where to get tickets, but just go onto the Carpenters Tribute concert page on Facebook, and you can get all your ticket information or call Mark. And
Great show.
yeah, absolutely.
Great
So we got
show.
that. So have fun on that on Wednesday. Okay, with that.
We're going to break.
Oh, Ned and Sally are on Sugar Shack today. Thank you, Terry, for sharing that. I believe we have a new spot running today for Sugar Shack, too.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so we got new stuff. All right, with that, we got a lot to share with everybody. We come back on the other side of the break. Our guests will be here in the hot seats because we need 2 today. Unless they want, then we might need 3. Might need a little perch for the 3rd guest.
Correct.
See what I did there? You like that? I'm a professional. Do not try this at home. We'll be back in 60 seconds. All right, guys.
We know radiant, healthy skin reflects how you look and feel, especially in the desert. Hand and Stone Spa at Silverado Ranch offers facial services provided by licensed estheticians tailored for men, women, and teens. This also includes a maintenance program to enjoy your clear and beautiful complexion between regular appointments. We also offer exfoliation facials and LED light phototherapy, which will give a result of firmer skin and a smoother texture. It also diminishes fine lines, wrinkles, and dark spots, resulting in a more luminous skin. Call 702-941-7833 and put your skin into our hands.
Pay attention because I'm only going to say this once. I that up. Go live. All right, I'll say something else. I want you to tune in to Twin Brothers from Different Mothers. They got their own show called Twin Brothers from Different Mothers. It's 12 o'clock noon every Saturday. You can't miss this show. This is going to be great. Don't let me come knocking on your door 3 o'clock in the morning, because you know I will.
This is where it all begins. This is where it all begins. A moment to feel alive. This is where it all begins. A moment to feel alive. This is where it all begins. A moment is this good to you. Best day of our lives, yeah. A moment to feel alive. This is where it all begins.
I know, this is what happens when you have professional musicians.
We're looking like total fools. And Mark's over there doing it the way it's
I know,
supposed to be
he's
done.
doing it, he's stringing the guitar. You and I look like Elaine Bettis trying to dance.
Who?
Elaine Bettis.
Who's that?
Seinfeld?
Oh, Elaine.
Elaine.
never
When
knew
she
her last name.
danced.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Twin Brothers. Oh my God. Linda Moore. Mark Gandel joined us here. I mean, their bio's so filled with chock full of stuff. We'll just get to it as we ask questions.
There you go.
Because there's so much stuff on here. But I like background. So welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, so good to have you in here. Now, we know usually for performers, getting up early before like 5 p.m. is usually very difficult, especially before we went on the air. Linda's like, we just went to bed at 5 a.m. I got up at 4:30, so I'm like, what?
I used to be the prettiest one on set. I can't handle this.
All right, goodbye. Bring, you know what? Put the chick in your spot.
Hey, well, listen, Neil, she's not bad either.
Wow. Hope that couch is comfy. Wow. Bring this in a little closer. I hope that couch is nice and comfy for you, Mark.
I love you.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much. By the way, thank you for putting that promo up that you guys did on behalf of your appearance. That was terrific. And I stole it. Truth be told, I stole their promo. It's on our website.
Great
so
promo.
Thank you.
Hey, no problem. We can, trade.
Absolutely.
Advertising, right?
Love it.
You're supposed to say negotiate.
I'll have my people talk to you.
That's why I'm a business owner.
You're,
That's right.
you're talking to two Jews on the set here. Be careful how you phrase it.
Which means we'll double the price and give you half off. It's perfect.
There you go.
So, guys, tell us. Listen, what I usually like to do is find out about how people get into the businesses and backgrounds that they are. Okay, you guys are obviously very successful. Give us your background on how you got into music. We'll get to the business stuff in a little bit, but talk to me about your music, passion for love. How'd you guys get started? When was the aha moment?
You go first.
With the two of us?
Yeah, on your own individually.
Yeah.
Then we'll talk about how you got together.
Yeah, on my own individually. Wow. Beatles. I mean, I grew up during those years.
Okay.
And then, boy, I was at a very tender age, maybe 11 or 12 years old, and one of my neighbors said, "Come on over to my house. You got to hear this record." And he played me "You Shook Me" from the first Led Zeppelin record.
Wow.
And that was it. I
You were sold.
That was it. Done. My brain kind
done.
of snapped right there.
Now, were you taking guitar lessons at the time?
No,
or
no,
nothing?
but I'd already started picking it up and playing Beatles songs and
Sure.
stuff like that. And,
Self-taught?
Yeah.
Which are
yeah.
not easy songs to play because they do a lot of augmented and seventh and ninth and
I remember the chord books. Remember those?
Sure I
I
do.
could look at that one, and it was difficult.
Very
They were
difficult to
very
play.
sophisticated writers.
Yeah.
They really were. Yeah.
And then you got a job
And then I.
as an engineer.
Well,
job?
yeah. Well, then I started playing in bands locally, and I'm just telling you the truth. I mean, I was like 5 years younger than anybody else in these bands, and they picked me up because I somehow took to it, and that was it. And then after my playing around locally, I did escalate.
You mean music locally, playing around musically? Got to clarify for these things.
Both.
I got a few songs in there. Yeah. Okay. No, and then we went on to. I went on to being able to apprentice at one of the world-class studios in Toronto. So I got to work on sessions with a lot of big acts.
Wow.
Are you a
that was
native
an-
Canadian?
Such as.
I'm Canadian.
Well, Aaron Elkis,
our producer.
He is a Canadian.
Are you
Toronto?
really? Where are you from?
Calgary.
Okay.
Calgary.
I was in the Toronto area.
Calgary.
Yeah. So along the way, I got to work with a lot of great producers.
Did you
and
know
great
John
actors.
Acosta back then, or Juan, Carlo? You know,
What do you think? Canada has only 5 people in it?
7. They've let 2 more people cross the border. They now have 7.
And 5 of those have COVID. So there you go.
Correct. And they're
And
quarantined
yet the
for
Toronto
next
Blue
week.
Jays can't get back to play their
I know,
games
I
up
know, it's
there.
crazy.
Yeah.
Linda, how about you?
Well, first of all, happy weekend, everybody. I've got my coffee
There
here.
you go. Look at that
Look
mug.
at this beautiful mug.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mugs.
my gosh.
Can you zoom on that, Aaron?
Actually, I'm going to have to. Can you want me to bring it closer here? Or can you? Okay.
We got twin cups from the same father.
Yeah.
There we go.
Wow, good one. Good one.
Can you hold one up so that. Oh, you got it? Okay, don't move your cup. There you go. He's got it. He's going to zoom in on him. There
They
you
are,
go.
yeah.
Yes.
Look at that,
Yes.
huh?
So,
So cool.
You even got
Good.
the hair right for both of them.
He did.
Well, I
Look
also
at that.
got Mark's guitar right because he's got no
Yeah.
top to the guitar. That's
I did
how
notice
the
that.
whole Linda Moore Boots thing started. You have the basic and then you put tops on. Mm-hmm. Like the guitar.
I got you. I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay.
Just not as funny when you describe it.
Yes.
Go ahead, Linda.
so, well, anyway, I never stood a chance. I was born into music.
Okay.
My father is a bass player, studio bass player. He played on 17,000 records.
Wow.
In Nashville. He was part of the Nashville A-Team.
Wow.
Which was a group of about 6 to 8 guys that played on all of the records being made in Nashville back in those days.
17. Is that like a Guinness record? That's got to be. I mean, 17,000?
They think
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's in the Music Hall of Fame. You name an artist from the the prime time of recording
Right.
in Nashville. Her
Yeah.
dad's on it.
Yeah.
It's
not,
ridiculous.
and not just country. I mean, not just
Right.
Johnny Cash, Patsy Cline, Kenny Rogers. Also, all kinds of pop artists.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, Simon and
right?
Garfunkel.
Yeah,
Wow.
all kinds of
All
stuff.
yeah.
I'm just stuck on 17,000. That's crazy.
So I grew
Yeah.
up. I grew up around that environment.
Okay,
and,
so you were in it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when I was 10 years old, and I would be sleeping in my bed, my dad would come home from the studio at like 2 in the morning, and he'd put on records that they had just not tapes back then that they had just recorded.
Weren't they reel-to-reel tapes at
Yes,
one time?
exactly.
They're
exactly.
young kids out there like, what?
Now, did you have keys in the house? Because I know you play keys.
Yes, we had a piano. and
Okay, you
I
had a
took-
piano,
yeah.
so you.
I just learned that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you've seen pictures of me with the piano. That was
I-
me.
I don't recall
That was
that.
me.
That was well, when he was
All right.
playing around that musically.
so,
So,
yeah.
I didn't know that. Really.
Nashville. Where'd you meet Mark?
So, okay, I grew up in Nashville, and Mark moved to Nashville from Toronto when he was in his 20s. And he had a band on Capital EMI, and I was in a girls' band on CBS. And both of our bands were rehearsing at SIR, which is Studio Instrument Rentals, in Nashville. And you want to tell the rest of the story? I mean, this is like how we met.
Did he have to wait a few years because you were like 13, 14? I mean,
Exactly.
right,
How did
yeah.
you know?
Okay. Okay. So we're rehearsing, and the drummer walks out, and he comes back into the rehearsal room. He said, "Linda Moore's out there." I go, "Who's Linda Moore?" "Oh, she was Miss Tennessee." I said, "I'll be right back." No joke. And I go out there, and I became a producer right there. "Oh, hello, Linda." And her back was to me. She was on the telephone, and she had a certain part of her anatomy
Would
that
you
was kind
please?
of, hey.
We don't want to go there.
No,
It
we
was
can
great.
go there because when I met my wife for the first time, Dorothy.
Yeah, from the rear.
Well, let me tell you a story. I looked at her. I said, "You know, there are two things that I look at in a woman." She said, right away, he's looking at my chest. I said, "No. First and foremost, the eyes,
Yeah.
because the eyes don't lie."
Oh, okay.
She said, "What's the second thing?" I said, "Turn around and walk away."
Yeah, right.
Well, in lieu of that, I have a little salute that we must do at this time. As we there you go. See what's on the screen?
Protein, baby.
That's all we're going.
I know, that's all I'm going. Mala! All right. So you guys met.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about the fruition of how you guys started performing together. So talk about that.
So we'll take it right from that story. She was writing songs, and I was writing songs, and like I said, I'm not joking. I said, "Well, I'll become a producer." "Well, tell me about your original material." And so we set up a meeting to meet at my basement. And right from there, we thought, hey, there might be some chemistry here. She had access to a particular studio, and we went and started recording stuff. And it ended up pretty well. Why don't you tell the rest how it ended up? Aside from the fact that you've had to put up with me ever since.
No, we've had an absolutely wonderful life together. That was many years ago. We've never got married, but we are creative partners. You know, we have the same goals, the same philosophies about life, and we're just having a blast. But we moved to New York City shortly after we met. We wrote a couple songs in a studio. I wrote a couple songs. We got in a studio of a friend of mine who let us use his studio from midnight until 6 in the morning. And then Mark co-wrote a couple with me after that, and then we made this great record. I mean, just the two of us in this studio at all hours of the night. And I was ready to leave Nashville. I mean, everybody asked me in Vegas, "Why do you live in Vegas if you're from Nashville?" But people don't understand, you know, you cannot make a living in Nashville doing what we do, which is like having so much fun performing and doing all styles of music.
So you said before we went on the air, you guys are here in Vegas, what, about 15, 16 years now?
Yeah.
Very cool. I just want to share with everybody out of the bio. I mean, we're not talking about just like local performers here, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about folks who have traveled the world. They perform for guests in cities such as Hong Kong, Macau, and China, Dubai, the United American Emirates in the Middle East, and of course all over the country here, from New York to California, Mississippi River Country. I mean, you name it. It's probably a smaller list of where you guys haven't performed yet than all the places they have performed. I mean, so you guys have booked a lot of tremendous opportunities for yourselves to entertain everybody around the world.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Let's talk
The
a
more I
little
think
bit,
about
Aaron.
it.
I want to jump in. You've got a very large show coming out, right? Summer of Love.
I was going to do that
which
after the
is-
break.
Oh, you're going to do it after the break?
We're at the bottom of the hour. Now that we have all these sponsors, I got to get the commercials in.
Well, let's keep that on a sidebar.
Okay.
Just before we go to break.
Well, that's a good idea.
Great idea. I'm learning.
Twin brothers from different mothers. We'll be back right after this.
And the west sunset falls, I missed in a sea.
When you think of relaxation, do you think of a massage? If not, you should. Las Vegas Hand and Stone Massage at Silverado Ranch provides professional spa experiences at affordable rates. You will be enveloped in soothing sounds and aromas on your way to total relaxation. De-stress with our full-body massage to relieve tension, soothe tired muscles, and temper migraines. You can select from many options, including CBD, deep tissue, sports, and our signature hot stone massage. Call 702-941-7833 and start de-stressing today.
Hey, I'm Frankie Citro. Some of you guys thought I was kidding when I told you to tune in on Saturdays to my friends and my pals, their show, Twin Brothers for Different Mothers. So I promised you if you didn't tune in, I'd come visit you maybe 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, I kept my promise to some of you people. Now those same people, they get ready on Thursday for Saturday's show. So now listen, guys, when I tell you trust me on this, tune in on Saturdays to Twin Brothers with Different Mothers. It's a current, topical, and most important, a fun show with great guys. Don't let me have to tell you again. Gavish.
That's Twin Brothers from Different Mothers every Saturday from 12 to 1 p.m. Pacific right here on our Facebook page, Go Live Vegas, or twinbrothers.vegas. Thank you, Frankie.
Sometimes you can try so hard at something. Sometimes you can be so prepared and still fail. I've often said a man's character is not judged after he celebrates a victory, but by what he does when his back is against the wall. So no matter how great the setback, how severe the failure, you never give up. You never give up. You pick yourself up, you brush yourself off, you push forward, you move on, you adapt, you overcome. That is what I believe.
Welcome back to Twin Brothers from Different Mothers. Aaron and Neil sitting in with us is Linda and Mark. By the way, 702-329-6947 if you're outside the U.S. 1-855-502-4321. In either case, press the number 1 to come right into the studio. If you need to leave and can't watch us, hey, download the Go Live Vegas mobile app to your phone. Take us on the go. And if there's no show playing, then you can listen to great 80s music. We're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, we're on Periscope, we're on Twitch. We're on, what am I on?
Everything.
Everything. It's a shorter list. Yeah, and Holyfield? Hollyfield. I thought it was Holyfield too, but another platform. And Avo.tv.
You can listen with one ear.
With
on
one
that
ear.
station.
That's right. It's a monotone station. Anyway, and we're on Avo.tv, right? We're up there too. So we're all over the place, man. Catch the train now. All right. So as Neil was saying before we went to break, we were so rudely interrupted by a commercial.
You want me to remember? We're
So
talking
talk about
the
your
Summer
show.
of Love. We're talking about Summer of Love.
Right.
Brand new show you guys have put together. It's going to be at Chianti's. Talk a little bit about what's going on with the show.
Okay, so we're doing, June 18 and 19 at Chianti Italian Restaurant, and it's a showroom. It's an amazing little place with a great showroom, a stage, and there's actually kind of 2 showrooms. There's a main showroom that's in front of the stage and one that's to the side. We just had this idea to put together a show because it's the beginning of summer. We just thought it would be fun to do a recreation of a lot of the music from the Summer of Love. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's 1967. During the hippie...
You were 3 years old? I was, let me see, 67.
You want an abacus to figure it out?
No, I just did it in my head. I'm learning. 14.
Wow.
14, okay. Wow.
So you
I'm
remember?
older than you, Mark.
Yeah, a little bit, not much.
Do you remember?
much.
Do you remember the Summer of Love? I mean, do you?
Of
have
course I
memories
do.
Okay.
Of course I do.
Yeah.
So it was, some of the most amazing music in American history came from that year and that summer and the 60s in general.
And we're not going to do any of it.
We were all partaking in enhancing things to take us to
Exactly.
different places.
Performance-enhancing listening?
It's like drugs, but yeah, it was drugs.
Performance-enhancing listening.
I don't remember. Long time ago.
Larry King says take garlic if you need to remember.
Okay.
Anyway, So how is this? So you decide you're going to focus on the '67 summer for the music, right? How long is the show? Where people can buy tickets, etc. What's going on?
Hour and a half show.
Okay.
Starts at 7:30. One's on January 18th, and one's on the 19th. June. Sorry. I don't know if you can see
Yeah,
this.
can you zoom in on that, Aaron?
Let me bring it a little closer and make it easier for him.
He's still moving.
That came after 1967. That one.
Let's see if we can zoom in. There it is.
So as you can see on the flyer there, it says Eventbrite. That's where you get tickets. All of the VIP tickets are sold out. The main showroom is sold out, but there's still tickets for the bar and the side showroom, and they're only $10. So go on to eventbrite.com and just type in Summer of Love, and it should come up.
And for those who don't know, Chianti's is located at 4275 South Durango, just south of Flamingo Boulevard.
Now, we had the full band that night. What do you
Yeah,
got?
we have other musicians playing
Who's
with us.
Who's playing
Killer
with you?
musicians.
Yeah, we've got Joe Escriba on saxophone and Bill King on trumpet, and Paco Santos on percussion.
Nice.
And
Mark Maynard says it was a very organic time of their lives. 1967.
Very
That's a nice
organic.
word.
Yeah, organic would be.
And, we have amazing guest artists, including Mark Maynard. Mark,
Yeah,
you
Mark's
with
gonna
us?
be there. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's,
Mark-
he's in the chat room.
Mark's going to be doing a song. We have Bobby Wilson. You guys know who that is?
Sure.
Bobby Brooks Wilson.
Jackie's
Actually,
son.
our friend Zoe Bowie, who's well known in Las Vegas, Chris Phillips, is going to be coming and doing a duet with me. We have Grady Harrell. He's just like one of the most amazing singers that you've ever heard. You got to come hear him. Who else have we got? We have a good friend of ours, Danny Biaggi, will be performing, and Victoria Bentley, who is also in Solid Gold Soul with Pete Peterkin, and Pete is also coming.
It's a high energy show.
It is high energy, and we're just a bunch of friends, and we're all just going to have
Like a jam
lot of
session
fun.
almost.
Yeah,
In a way.
we keep it loose.
Very much. Very much
Now,
so.
now, if on the, do you have tickets to go? You get.
We were talking off camera that every time I go to buy tickets, I procrastinate, and then I go to look at tickets and they're sold out. These guys sell right out.
I understand, but listen, most events, there's always, some people have tickets in their back pocket for certain VIPs.
Not for them.
No?
No,
So you and
no.
I and the wives, we couldn't sneak in and wash
No.
dishes even?
Or we can wash dishes, but you can hear the sound from the kitchen, but it's not the same as watching the two of them on
All
stage.
right, that's our loss. Okay. Sheila Cooper says hello, by the way.
Hey, Sheila.
Okay, so Eventbrite, check it out, Summer of Love.
This
Huh? Okay. This is their music?
this is his music. Mark,
Okay.
why don't you talk
It's
about
his
this?
music. Okay, I'm good.
Are we
What do you
still
like
on?
him
Yeah.
now?
This is my band.
Hey,
from
Mark,
the 80s,
this is
right
your
here.
music. Why don't you
really?
talk about it?
Yeah.
Oh, from the 80s.
Yeah.
What was the name of the band?
The name of the band was RPM, and we made this record in London. And this is an interesting story, this whole album. But we worked at Trevor Horn's studio. Do you know this
No,
Trevor
I
Horn
don't
thing?
think-
Yes. Seal. He's one of the most incredible producers
Wow.
in the world.
Wow.
And he owns maybe the best studio in the world. Did all the Yes records there and all.
Aside from Go Live Vegas Studios.
Of course.
People are, people that don't know and amazed at Las Vegas entertainers. When we get guests like these two on set, the stories, the people they've played with, the places they've played, historic.
Okay, so.
This is our
real-
first album right there.
This has a very 80s style to it, doesn't it?
It is. This was Foreigner, Journey.
Right, Foreigner, right.
Loverboy, that whole thing.
Right on,
Yeah.
right on. All right, so while we're talking about your music and your songs, talk about your guitar business, and then we'll have Linda talk about her boots.
My guitar business. Well, I really want to put a little more focus on that once we get through this show. But I've designed a guitar that is headless, and but it features more traditional body shapes, which guitar players are a little set in their ways.
Right.
Not like bass players are really creative. They
I mean,
can go for
with
wild shapes.
with cutaways and
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so this guitar makes a lot of sense in a lot of ways. It balances better. It's easier to travel with. It tunes well, and I've gotten really great reaction on it.
What's the advantage of a headless guitar?
Again, if you play in small venues like we do, you don't smack it around. But if you really study the way it tunes, the tuning locks a little more. and it's great tuning. The guitar balances
How do
better.
you tune it? There's no knobs.
You tune down here.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I mean, a regular guitar tends to want to do this.
Right,
And
tip.
pull on your left shoulder, and I've got a bad left shoulder neck. That was part of my motivation.
So website. I mean, how can people get more
I'm
into?
still in the prototype stage.
Gotcha.
I've
Okay.
made about maybe 10 guitars.
Okay.
And they've sold, so I mean, I want to make some more.
There you go. So on Facebook, people can reach out. I mean, how,
They can reach out to me personally, and my guitar is on my Facebook page.
and
so
how would
you'll see
they
it.
how would they reach out to you? Just through Facebook is the best.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's cool. I saw that. Have you been on this page? Because yesterday when we connected, I saw the guitar right there in the cover photo. It's pretty
I
cool.
drew his picture. I knew what the guitar was. He was excited that when I gave him the guitar in his caricature, it had no neck.
Look at this. I mean, he nailed it. He nailed it. Look at that.
Well, a headless guitar would be perfect for the Headless Horseman.
It would.
Linda, talk about your boots and save me.
Well, this is my version of a guitar.
There,
Okay, and it's also headless because it's a two-piece boot, and you would know. You know, can you see the
I
whole
was gonna say,
boot?
can you drop the numbers for the phone numbers for a second? Oh, you don't like it now, do you? Huh? You don't like it now.
So I had this crazy idea about 10 years ago.
There, you can hold up the boot now.
Okay.
Be a little clearer. There you go.
Oh, look at that.
I had a crazy idea about 10 years ago for a two-piece boot. Long story, you know, I bought a pair of boots that were in one piece. I couldn't get them zipped up, and so I cut the boot in half. And I'm like, light bells are going off.
Yeah,
Why doesn't
sure.
somebody make a two-piece boot so a woman can choose her calf size separate from her foot? So we were going to Hong Kong and performing on New Year's Eve. We did that for about 8 years in a row. And we figured, you know, we're going to be over there because all the shoes are now made in China. I mean,
Everything's made in China.
everything's made in China.
Even
and
China's made in China.
Even China is made in China.
We're going to see if we can change that.
So anyway, we went over there to do our gig, and while we were there, we went to a Chinese factory. You know, we didn't tell them the whole truth because they're known to
Steal things.
Yes. So we had a way of you know, getting around the truth.
Sure.
But we got them to make prototypes, and they did. Anyway, it's a patented invention. It's the top is separate from the bottom, and it
Takes two hands
yeah, it
to
just
do
goes like
right.
this. Yeah.
So it just slides over the top. It's not connected anything
yeah,
to the boot?
well, it slides over the top, but this is the
Oh,
patented.
okay.
latch.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
This is the patented part. There's
And there's
a
magnets in
Magnet.
here.
I was just going to
Yeah.
say that's a magnetic
Yeah.
connection.
Yeah.
Right
so
on.
because it's in two parts, not only do you get to choose your own calf size, but they're reversible, so you can wear it on this side out or the other side out. And we have lots and lots of different styles of reversible material. This is a black sequin top that is going to a friend of ours today.
So uniquely, in the world, this one pair of boots can transform into 30 different styles.
Aaron,
Aaron.
can you zoom on this? Hold it up for me, please.
Sorry to make it work today there, Aaron. He's like, leave me alone.
My wife owns a pair of these. It's the best deal a Jewish husband can ever get. You buy one boot and you get 30 different boots in one boot. And it's
Yeah.
all because of, I guess the terminology is toppers.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
it's called
hold
boot
on.
tops.
We have a phone call coming through at this time. Caller, thank you for calling Twin Brothers. Who's this, please, and where are you calling from?
Sugar's guy.
That's our sugar
Terry.
girl, Terry Haley. Welcome.
I'm like your guy's caller, like Howard Stern had his caller, you know, the taxi guy. I'm the sugar lady.
There you go. The Sugar Shack. The Sugar
Hi,
Lady.
Linda. Hi, Mark.
Hello,
Hi,
Terry.
Terry. Guess what?
Hi.
Guess what?
Are those my boots?
This is yours, girlfriend.
Yeah.
And this is yours too. Hope you don't mind me borrowing them.
But you get a discount
Not at
because you're now a
all.
demo model.
Off the floor. There
That's
you
right.
go.
They're a demo model. Absolutely. So what's cooking?
They're beautiful. Actually, you know what? You guys got to stop copying. Or am I copying you? It seems like you have a guess than I have them. You have a guess than I have them.
Well, listen,
Because
we were here on the block first. I'm sorry. You know.
Oh, okay. Ouch. Because next weekend, Linda and Mark will be on Sugar Shack.
Excellent.
Right on. There you go.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So,
When,
yeah, I
when
just
does
wanted-
when does twin brothers from different mothers advertise on the Sugar Shack? Because that would just be the normal.
Advertise or be guests together?
Well, we could be guests
you mean
together,
sponsor
but I
the
mean,
show or be?
well, listen, Sugar Shack advertises on Twin Brothers. If we're going to copy everything each one of us does, I don't know, just a thought.
That would be fun. I don't. You know what? That would be a fun show. I think none of us would get a word in edgewise.
Correct.
Or at least not a good one anyway. It's not a
Anyway,
good
I
one.
just wanted to call in and say hey and welcome to the twin brothers, Linda and Mark. You guys are doing great, and I'll let you go.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Terry.
Thank you, Terry.
See you soon.
Appreciate it.
I just want to pick back up on this 30 styles thing. It's great because the toppers or the tops of the boot, the two-piece, like Linda was mentioning, are reversible, different colors, different tones, different styles. And also, I'm probably taking all your words.
No, go.
The heels on these boots come in varied sizes, so you can go from almost a flat all the way up to 6'2" like Aaron.
When my wife was looking at the site last night, she's like, "Oh, I wonder what heel to get." Now she's an assistant principal,
Okay.
so I said, "Be
okay.
smart here." Okay?
Yeah.
She's 4'11" and 3/4.
Okay.
You can
So
finally be 5 feet taller.
Well, she steps on the step, she can. But anyway, so what I told her is, if you're going to plan on wearing these, get something that's comfortable, and if they work, then you get a different heel for another time.
Absolutely.
So she's like, okay. But now the boots, what are they, 99 something on the website?
yeah,
Talk about that.
These are 99, and
Okay.
the tops are 35.
Okay.
And we have discounts a lot. We have
Sure.
sales a lot. So
Website is what?
LindaMooreBoots.com, and you have to spell it right. So I spell my name a little differently. It's 2 L's and a Y. You know how Lloyd is 2 L's? That's the way you do it. LLYNDAMO10RE. Boots.
And if you mention that you've been watching this show, we'll hit you up with a big discount.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Wow.
They're going to double the price and
Wow.
then take half
Wow,
off.
the Jewish way. I love it.
Exact-
Real quickly, before you go to break,
Okay.
I do want to mention on these boots, one of the unique features is, when you get your shoe size 7.5, they also measure your calf.
Yep.
And your foot coming up, because it's important that it fits properly.
Correct.
On that note, we can probably go to break.
Well, why don't you take us to break while I sip
We
some
need to
water?
hire
We're
you.
twin
Wow.
brothers from different mothers. Our guest, Linda and Mark today. Great show. Check out both websites. Check out Summer of Love. With that, we're going to go to break.
Hola queridos amigos, ¿cómo están? Mi nombre es Sal Santiago y me gustaría invitarlos a que vean este programa tan buenísimo todos los sábados de las 2 de la tarde, de las 12 de la tarde Pacífico hasta la 1. Es un programa muy informativo con muchos artistas y mucha gente que están aquí en Las Vegas, Nevada. Por favor, visítenos aquí en Facebook Live o YouTube o muchas diferentes clases de venues, ¿no? Aquí está el señor Aaron Phillips con el señor Neil Portnoy. Todos los sábados a las 12 de la tarde hasta la 1 de la tarde Pacífico tiempo, ¿no? Muchísimas gracias y no se lo pierdan este programazo. Ok, ahí nos vemos.
There is nothing more effective for reducing or reversing the effects of stress, trauma, or aging than chiropractic care. Dr. Hans Kanzer has practiced low-force chiropractic care since 1999. He has been part of Spinal Care of Nevada and Summerlin since 2019. Dr. Hans is also known for his encyclopedia-like nutrition knowledge and continues to achieve great results with gentle chiropractic techniques like network spinal analysis. Call 702-566-4673 today to make your appointment with Dr. Hans. That's 702-566-4673. Help your body to self-assess and reboot with a visit with Dr. Hans.
It will be yesterday once more as Sugar Shack takes you to Stoney's Rockin' Country in Las Vegas. I guarantee you'll be on top of the world for this nostalgic, entertaining, and fun show. Joining me is guest co-host Valerie Malati as we have a few laughs with Carpenter's tribute artists, Sally Olson as Karen and Ned Mills as Richard. You won't want to miss this one, gang. Today at 2 p.m. at Terry Haley Official. See you then. Sugars. Mwah.
I'm going to let the professionals do it. They're back here strumming, and I don't need to do
We're
it.
looking like fools.
Yeah, exactly. All right, welcome back to Twin Brothers. By the way, Terry, Sal Santiago was kind enough to do a commercial for us in his native language, and that's what he was talking about. So I want to thank Sal for that. Because she put in there, what did he say? So you got to hit Pete. What is it? The translator thing on your TV or whatever. By the way, I want to listen. If you guys don't notice, Facebook and YouTube. If you have somebody that is deaf, there is features on both Facebook, although they make it automatic usually. Anybody can watch our show because they have closed caption automatically comes up.
Or you go out to Diane Fiorentino, and she will sign for you.
Yes, and
Everything
she's
with
the
that.
one that helped me realize that. All right.
And it translates for you automatically.
And it translates also.
You know, that's one of the only international languages. Somebody brought that up. Wouldn't it be cool? Because, you know, you speak Chinese, you speak Greek, whatever. Sign language is international. Everyone, I think Vinay from the Bronx Wanderers brought this up. Everyone should learn how to sign.
Oh, I can sign.
Because it's
it's
a
one letter,
universal.
but I can sign. Okay, let's get started with some music. It's actually a number, I think, not a letter.
Talking out of your ass.
Miss Mark, so yeah, you're right.
All right, it's now time for some trivia questions. You guys have been here 15, 16 years, just a little fun part of the show.
Oh, no.
You guys can battle against each other with Neil. Doesn't matter. You can work together. Doesn't matter. And I'm going to throw in some other crazy questions in between to break it up. Are you ready? I hope.
Okay.
All right, here you go. At the gala premiere for Love, after the show's finale, who did not take a victory lap around the stage with the others?
Yoko Ono. Wrong.
Anybody?
Paul McCartney.
George Martin.
No, actually, they all appeared together. Nobody missed the curtain call.
That was a trick question.
You didn't listen
That was
to the
tricky.
question. What famous casino had hosted the World Series of Poker each year between 1970 and 2004?
Las Vegas Hilton.
Rio.
Nope.
Binions.
Close.
Really?
Golden
The Horseshoe.
Nugget. Oh.
Oh.
Close. He was close. He was out on Fremont Street.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go.
never
I
heard
thought
of
it was.
Horseshoe.
Okay.
Club Ra, R-A, is themed after what?
India.
Sushi.
I'll give you a
cuisine.
hint. It's in the Luxor.
Oh. That's a Cirque du Soleil show, isn't it?
It's not. It's.
I'm thinking
no.
Ka.
No, that's Club Ra. This is Club Ra.
Oh, okay.
It's a Cleopatra Empire is what it's themed after.
Wow.
I know, some of the crazy questions.
Not doing very well.
Which historic hotel was home to Howard Hughes for most of the 1960s?
That would have been the.
Golden Nugget.
Nope. It no longer stands. It was
Sahara.
imploded.
Oh no, that's.
It's a street that goes east. it's
Flamingo.
it's the buzzer stuck.
Tropicana.
The Desert Inn.
Oh, close.
This casino opened in December 1952 and closed its doors in June of 1996.
You were 2 streets off.
And
It's not bad.
nobody told me that it didn't exist anymore, and here I go to the Tropicana.
Yeah,
Well, but you didn't.
Gee whiz.
Well, you didn't know until today that there was a piano involved somewhere early on either.
Right.
Okay, what casino opened in December 52 and closed in 1996?
No clue.
Closed in 96.
Very famous for the Rat Pack.
Stardust.
The Sands, very good.
Oh.
True or false? Well, no, never mind. That's too easy. You would have just gotten it wrong. Actually, let's see. Okay, jousting on horseback is part of which show at which hotel?
Excalibur, but Knights of the Round Table.
Yeah, but what hotel?
Excalibur.
Oh, Excalibur. Okay, so what's the name of the show? Do you remember?
Knights of the.
The Carpenters. No.
Oh my! Medieval Times is what it used to be called back east.
Oh, wow.
What is the name of the hotel that incorporates the tallest freestanding structure west of the Mississippi River?
Strat.
Yeah,
It's got to be the Strat.
The Stratosphere is correct.
Yeah, the Stratosphere.
Special bonus points if you can tell me who was the gentleman behind the Stratosphere.
George Strattonopoulos.
Very good, Bob Stupak. Good guess. Who was the eccentric billionaire that purchased the Desert
Howard
Inn
Hughes.
in 1966? I know, I hated that question when I saw it, but okay.
By the
what-
way, Strattonopoulos,
No.
he shortened his name to that guy you mentioned.
Who? Bob Stupak?
Yeah, his real name is Strattonopoulos.
What is written on the famous diamond-shaped Las Vegas neon sign that just sits on Las Vegas Boulevard, otherwise known as the Strip?
Welcome to Las
Welcome to
Vegas.
Las Vegas.
No!
Come back soon.
Fabulous.
The Fabulous.
Oh my
Welcome
God.
to Fabulous
Oh.
Las Vegas, Nevada. That was a trick question.
I've only used that graphic 1,000 times.
These are tough this week.
Which of the following casino properties, well, there's a list of them, true or false, does the Luxor have an IMAX theater in it? True or false?
True.
True is correct.
Thank God.
If
it
you
is.
bet, Richard De La Torre, if you're still watching, you are disqualified from answering this question. If you bet $10 on a single number on the roulette wheel and it hits, how much you get paid?
$100.
No? If it was right, no. I'm not letting him off that easy, but he's wrong.
He's wrong. 20 times.
Nope.
No?
The odds are 35 to 1.
Oh,
$10 bet.
bigger.
You get $350. There you go.
Oh.
We talked about that, so I don't want to do that one. I don't like that one either. Steve Wynn is famous for building what mega resort in 1989, which many consider to be the start of the theme resort building revolution?
Circus.
No.
Treasure Island.
No.
Oh. Theme.
The Mirage. Thank you very much for playing.
What was your theme?
Yeah, what is that?
The Mirage. The dolphins and the habitat and all the walkthrough is like the mini rainforest there.
So it's a
That's
Mirage.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. What game would you be playing if the dealer says, coming out, or ate the hard way?
The dating game.
Hosted by Ruth Westheimer.
Monopoly, you know.
Craps is correct.
Craps.
Yes. Which movie is about a transport plane full of criminals, which ultimately crashes into the Old Sands Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas?
Con Air.
Very good.
Good.
Very good. Who built Caesar's Palace and Circus?
Brutus.
That's good. Some construction workers.
Some good construction work. Jay Sarno would get the credit for that. What is the only hotel in Vegas to be blown up and then rebuilt from the ground up with the same name?
Sahara.
No. Sahara's never blown up.
No, that's true. Riviera?
No.
Oh.
Stardust, I know
If
they
you-
were blown up.
What's the
What
one?
was the name of the genie that would come out of his little lamp?
Aladdin.
Aladdin.
There you
right.
go. Batman or Superman?
That's correct.
Batman or Superman? Hope you get it right.
Batman.
He's got it right. Batman. Okay, final two questions.
Huge Batman.
I'm a huge Batman fan. This is one of those quirky little stupid questions. I do.
Okay.
Final two questions, and you're off the hot seat. What career would you like to have tried if you're not doing what you did today as entertainers and boot designers and guitar designers?
Interesting. I want to hear this one.
I was going to be an attorney.
Really?
I was.
Specializing in anything in
Music,
particular?
yeah, music business.
Music,
yeah.
okay. So in the entertainment industry as an attorney, okay.
Yeah.
Stockbroker.
Really?
Yeah, I love the market.
There you go.
Do
Are you into-
you do crypto?
I do. I did it a long time ago. I'm happy I did.
There you go.
Yeah.
Last question. Individually, you both will need to answer this. When the day comes that you arrive at the pearly gates, when the maitre d' is there to welcome you in, what is it you hope to hear upon your entrance through the gates?
I'm
go first.
starving.
You have buffets.
Should I be spanked?
Oh,
Have I been bad?
you must know something
No,
about
you
the
can't
gatekeeper.
add. You can't add. Have I been bad? Just the
You had me
fact
at spanked. I just wanted to know. I was had it spanked.
Right.
That's it. You guys are off the hot seat. I'm stuck on spank. I'm really thinking about that now. Wrestling.
Can I say one
Please,
thing?
yes.
Okay, first of all, these guys are fantastic. Everybody out there, give a round of applause to Twin Brothers.
Thank you very much.
And one other thing, anybody that buys a ticket to Summer of Love show within the next 2 hours will get a free pair of Linda Moore boots.
Wow.
Hey, you didn't
So-
talk to me about that.
That's too bad they don't have men's sizes.
Okay.
And where do they go to buy those tickets?
Well, the stilettos will look great. on you
Yeah,
guys.
and I'll tell you what.
I got bad knees.
Men like to buy our stilettos. I'm just telling you.
Well, especially in Vegas.
In
'cause
Vegas,
we
we
really
got
don't know.
that. Yeah, we got some.
What
wild
happens
stuff.
here, you know what.
Yeah.
Okay, so say that again. So anybody who buys
a
tickets,
ticket to our show,
which is how much?
only $10.
Okay.
Only $10.
And
You're
go
going to
ahead.
get a free pair of boots,
Which have a value of?
$135.
I love you.
Well, listen, that's a great deal.
Yeah.
That's a
$10
tremendous
and get
deal.
$135 value of footwear.
That's tremendous.
All the Jewish women will be calling you up momentarily. That's 2 hours though. From it's 1 o'clock, you have until 3 p.m. to
That's
do
right.
that and make that happen.
Correct.
All right.
So I'll be watching ticket sales.
Excellent. Well, I'm done. So we're at the top of the hour. Are we done? We wrapping up?
We're done.
Okay.
You know what? These guys have things to do.
I know.
Plan. They got
We
a
got
show
to take care.
coming
We got to
up.
take care of a little bird.
A little bird that's got to be.
Terry Haley says, are there tickets left? And the website is on Eventbrite, right? Correct?
Eventbrite, correct.
Summer of Love.
Yeah, if they just type in Summer of Love. it should
Perfect.
come
On
up.
Eventbrite.
Yeah.
Tickets are still available there. So get them and get a pair of boots for free.
And you're doing the spinal guy next week?
Yes, Dr. Hans
Dr. Hans.
Konzler.
So
So
if
if you get the stilettos, is that where you're going?
No, I was
Oh,
thinking
okay.
if he's really good, you can always have him back.
Take off, eh?
I'm taking his passport away.
Yeah.
All right, with that, guys, thank you so
Anyway.
much for coming. It's a blast. Hope you had a good time.
Fantastic.
We know we did.
Unbelievable.
LindaMooreBoots.com, guitars.
Gendel.
Gendel Guitars
Gendel, yeah.
on Facebook. So check it out. More news to follow. So great stuff. Final thoughts as we say goodbye for a very
Final
hot
thoughts.
Vegas.
Yeah, very hot here in Vegas.
Jennifer, aloha from Hawaii. Thank you,
Open
Jennifer.
100% now. Don't go near Tropicana because they've got the 15 blocked off. Is the guy
That was
still,
yesterday.
Is he still jumping? Or
I don't know, but it's a jumping off point for anybody.
Oh, that's very good. On that note,
Cheers, everybody. Have
Hey,
a great weekend.
listen, it's getting hot. It's hot here in Vegas. Make sure you stay hydrated. If there's somebody around you that maybe is a little elderly that you haven't seen maybe in a couple days because of the
Check in
heat,
on them.
just check in. I'm knocking the door. Maybe they need something, whatever. Please just check on them. As always, we want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you, Premier Martial Arts, for joining us. Dr. Hans Konsner, we thank you very much. He'll be the guest next week. And, of course, each everybody out there, be safe, be happy, and as I always like to say, be kind to everybody. Why is that?
because that's all we have.
We'll see you next week on Twin Brothers. Thank you, everybody.